Hey, New Life Church, it's Pastor Liam here. We are so excited that you chose to join us this weekend during our weekend services. As you know, we are 3 weeks deep now into our teaching series of Jesus Is. It's an opportunity for you and I and our entire Hampton Roads community to go on this journey of experiencing the very nature and character, the very essence of who Jesus is.
So throughout my life, for me, Jesus has been protector. I can look back at my life and I can just see the ways that he has kept me and the ways that he has protected me in the midst of everything happening around me. Growing up, there was a lot of abuse, violence, just things that didn't line up with what I was learning. I was in Catholic school for some time, and I always wondered, who is God and where is he, and if he is real, why is all of this happening? And then around the age of 16, I lost my grandmother, and that even turned me more away from God because I didn't believe that he would take somebody like that from me. So after that, I went a few years disconnected, really. And during that disconnection, I experienced a lot of hurt and pain because I was looking for things that really weren't going to fulfill that hole. But even in that disconnection, God really kept me, and he protected me because things could have ended worse. And around the age of 22, I decided to leave Florida. At the time, I was living in Florida. And I decided to come to Virginia. And little did I know that God was uprooting me from everything that I knew in Florida to position me here and really plant me here and bring people alongside of me and friends, community that would connect me and remind me of who he was and who he was in my life. And it wasn't until about 2 years after me moving here that I was able to get connected to New Life. And I started to see God in the people that I met. I started to see his love and his grace and his mercy. And I began to become interested in his word because although my whole life I knew that there was a God, I never really opened my Bible. That wasn't something that I was taught. And as I started to read his word, I started to find truths about myself in there, the things that he said about me, and I started to fall in love with what he was doing in my life. And it was in those moments that I was able to really acknowledge that Jesus was my protector, he was my healer, he was my reconciler. Jesus is all the things and more in my life. And if I had to choose one word, I would say Jesus is protector.
Church, what makes that story and that testimony so powerful isn't just it happening, isn't just Jesus doing it, but her actually testifying about who Jesus is and what he has done in her life. Well, church, we all have a story. We all have an opportunity to declare who Jesus is. So what we've desire to do as New Life Church and our communications department, our creative department, is we've set out to provide tools for you and for myself and for our entire team to declare who he is. So as you see here, I'm wearing this shirt, Jesus is. For Victoria, Jesus is overcomer. For me, Jesus is friend. For you, maybe Jesus is strong tower, shield, provider, healer. But regardless, we all have a story and we all have a testimony. What we want to do today is we want to provide you a free t-shirt. That's right, a free t-shirt for every single person, young or old. We want to give you a Jesus Is shirt if you're willing to do 2 or 3 simple things for me. One is to simply wear this shirt and be willing to tell your story. So what we're going to do is the Tuesdays leading up to Easter, we're going to ask you, would you identify at least one of those Tuesdays to wear your Jesus Is shirt? And as you wear that Jesus Is shirt, snap a photo of it. Post it on one of your social media platforms with the hashtag Jesus Is and the hashtag T-Shirt Tuesday. In addition to that, we're going to ask you to take one of these 3 cards, these Jesus Is cards that will be provided with each one of these T-shirts, and pray about, consider, identify who is it that needs to get a revelation as to who Jesus is and invite them out to our Easter services. Church, these are simply just tools. It's an opportunity for us, like Victoria, to declare who Jesus is within the lives of our family, our friends, and our community. So church, consider grabbing a shirt, grabbing these cards on your way out of service today.